In this video, I'm going to be taking you through some of the content creators who actually recorded their final moments on set before passing away, which is very sad, and otherwise is giving us the interesting moment to learn some lessons from their actions. And in this video, I'm going to be introducing you to a lot of them, about 4 or 5 of them who actually recorded their last moment, their final goodbye to the world. And this video is intended for educational purposes and to show you the dangers of lifestyles that you may put out when celebrating lifestyles enters you. So this video is purposely made for you that is watching me. Let's dive right in. This action was brought about some of the dangerous stunts YouTubers with big budgets makes on the internet. So it all begins with the guy called Pedro Ruiz, who was dating a young YouTuber also called Mona Lisa Perez, a current active YouTuber. The boyfriend of Mona Lisa Perez was starstruck with the ambition and the dream of becoming a great YouTuber. Unfortunately for him, he wanted to go viral in a quicker and easy way compared to the great content creators with their massive stunts in their videos with their big budgets in production. But Pedro Ruiz couldn't match the quality of his favorite YouTubers were putting out there. So in an effort to compensate and nurture the dangerous stunts that received millions of views on YouTube, Pedro thought of an idea he was sure would go viral.
Yeah, that you want us to? I'm crazy. If it involves dying, then maybe that's okay. But if I'm gonna die, like if it's total gonna go to shit, like okay, put a gun in your head. No.
Is this guy insane? No, I don't think so. He was going to catch a bullet. For all we know, he is not a Superman or a magician. Pedro is going to place a thick book between the gun and his chest with the hopes that titled "Shot by a Desert Eagle," which he hopes will get picked by the YouTube algorithm and get his first viral hit. It does not stop there. Needing someone to take a shot, he asks his girlfriend to take the shot at him, although at first Mona Lisa hesitates. Pedro persistently pleading Mona Lisa to agree, and the camera begins to roll. The video begins with Mona Lisa coming out of her vehicle holding a large desert eagle presented on a red set of film. He's obviously trying to hook the viewers by making the center of his dangerous stance the initial focus. However, when Pedro gets on camera, the video begins to get very unsettling.
What's up, everybody? It's Damn It Boy. Why did I choose that name? Well, everything I'm gonna be showing you guys on my channel, you guys are gonna be saying, "Damn it, boy." My channel is going to consist of a lot of crazy stuff, entertainment just for you guys. I'm not into doing all the by the law. I mean, I will if I have to, but my thing is crazy. I'm borderline crazy. You know, my whole thing, I just love the adrenaline, the pumping, the near-death experiences every time I do something. And with this being my first video, I hope I capture all my audience like that.
This young man watches his favorite YouTubers in awe so that he wants to do anything to be like them without recognizing that life is in stages and always be contented with whatever you have. After a while, When he was explaining the stunt, Mona Lisa would go on to fire a gun that would slice straight through the book and inflict the fatal wound on Pedro Ruiz. After Pedro's death, Mona Lisa would plead guilty to the second-degree manslaughter and receive 100 days in jail. After everything, Mona Lisa came back to introduce a new chapter of her life.
Wow.
Whirlpool Hitman is a channel of many things: fake ghost sighting, cute cats, static memes, and other random videos that truly reflect what YouTube used to be all about: making videos and having fun. However, one outlier to all of these and the things that influenced username the most were videos featuring underwater documentation of whirlpools. Jacob, the owner of the channel, was a daredevil in many aspects. Whirlpools are a body of rotating water produced by opposing currents. It doesn't take much to form one. Just try opening a drain in your sink. However, under the right circumstances, whirlpools can become a dangerous threat, sucking in anyone who approaches close enough. This is why many would be concerned after finding out that Jacob's favorite hobby were jumping directly into the center of this current. I think Jacob was just doing what he loves. I don't want to say he was suicidal or unintelligent. However, in 2013, Jacob would take a trip to a nearby waters and find a whirlpool that would call his name. He brought his editor along and he would jump into the current to record the whirlpool from beneath the water. We can all see how powerful the current is and see first how Jacob would be thrown around the water in a matter of seconds.
I've got to jump in straight away because it's going to go any minute. So you just press that halfway down to focus. You press this around your wrist a few times.
The footage is phenomenal and truly showcases how dangerous innocent whirlpools can become. However, the true heartbreaking footage doesn't come from Jacob but from his editor recording from the surface. In his light-hearted humorous function, we can see Jacob wearing a hawk's mask. He jumps into the water, gets thrown around the current and just laughs. With every rotation, the viewers watch and fears as the edges closer to the center of the whirlpool. But for Jacob, it's just the opposite. He remains joyous. This goes on for a few minutes, and towards the end of the footage, we can hear his editor get a little uncomfortable at the situation, suggesting that Jacob should leave the water.
I reckon you got enough there.
Riding the current of it with your body.
Are you?
Yeah, it's really similar to surfing. Just flowing with it.
However, with more footage yet to be captured, Jacob took another dive beneath the surface and captured the final footage Jacob will ever see. Although this portion was excluded from YouTube, Jacob was sucked into the current and drowned to the depths of the fierce tide and unforgiving waters. The video was put together and posted to YouTube with the consent of Jacob's family. They understood that making these videos and capturing the art of the ocean was what Jacob loved the most and would want his final expedition to be public. For those of you who want more clarification on how he gets sucked down, one diver in the comments explained, "Jumping into a whirlpool without a wetsuit could guarantee you'd get sucked down immediately. The key to his stunt and the accident was his wetsuit. He was confident that he could survive because his wetsuit had enough buoyancy to counter the whirlpool. He was safe, floating like a cork. As the tides came in, the whirlpool lost its strength. It gave Jacob opportunity to take more risks. He put the Housemarque's notes on as a stunt, as he was comfortable with buoyancy versus the whipping power of the whirlpool. However, things changed when he dived down. Wetsuit contains small bubbles of air in the apron. These bubbles provide buoyancy at the surface, but when swimming down the water, pressure increases and the bubbles in the apron compress with depth, causing the wetsuit to rapidly lose its buoyancy. According to Bohr's law, at 5 meters below, he would have lost 25% of his buoyancy. At 10 meters, he would have lost 50%. From 15 meters down, you actually sink like a rock. During his swim down, the balance between the whirlpool and his buoyancy tipped in favor of the whirlpool, and he was sucked down. It's a strategy, a mistakes in judgment. Even I, as an experienced diver, have made mistakes while being caught in the moment. I respect Jacob and what he stood for. I am really sorry this happened.
Maybe it's the things I say. Maybe I should think before I speak.
You might recognize Christina Grimmie from her endeavor on The Voice, or maybe the successful music career that followed after. However, her true origin begins on her own YouTube channel, which went by the name Zelda X Love 64, Christina Grimmie. In very early YouTube acts, Christina would sit in front of a webcam and sing covers of her favorite songs, which indicates how talented she was at her own style. She would also post occasionally vlogs and even live concerts that would perform in her neighborhood. As she grew in popularity on both YouTube and as a celebrity, she would develop her own collection of extreme fanatics. While fame is often blinding by its glistening glamour, it's easy to forget just how dangerous it could become. On June 10, 2016, Christina will perform at the Plaza Live and will be captured giving a star-studded performance, as she always posted. On her social media, she was asking her fans to attend the concert and see her at the meet and greet that followed after.
It's not weird. Have you ever been to like one of my shows? No.
Captured on a fan's cell phone, we see Christina and a young girl conversing and having laughs. It is unbelievably disturbing to think that within minutes of this video, gunshots can be heard. As a man behind the girls walked up, pulled out a cloak from his jacket and shot Christina in the head and chest 3 times. Greg Plate was a motivational fitness model. He was classic strong man, and if you didn't see him on a magazine cover, you probably did on YouTube. Building a channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and millions of views, Greg Plate would post workout tutorials and behind-the-scene footage to many of the events he was attending, and on the surface, someone who just seemed invincible. However, on January 17th of 2015, Greg planned to film a video detailing the effect of energy drinks during exercise. He decided to record this video on an authorized train track, which he has done before in the past. Greg set up a tripod and began performing various exercises and running routines. In one segment, Greg wanted to capture a shot of him running while a train passed by. He began to jog on the adjacent track. However, his friends watching from a distance made a horrifying discovery. Greg was running on the wrong track.
Stumbled over the tracks. He had a camcorder in his hand, something like yours, and then that was it. The train stopped.
And you didn't see? You just saw him walking across the track.
Well, I saw him stumble over the tracks as the train was going by, and then it stops right there.
Captured on his tripod was not made public. However, Greg was struck by an oncoming train and died from a fatal injury as a result. I'm Herman Agnes. Thank you all for watching this video, and do me a favor by liking the video and press that subscribe button. See you in my next video.